friends, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be reorganizing my bookshelves. So I haven't reorganized my bookshelf since I redid the book room, and there are a couple things that I need to change just because I know certain sections of my bookshelves are going to grow and they're already almost at max capacity. So we need to figure this out. So we're only really going to be working on these 3 shelves because these are my read books. The other 2 shelves have my physical TBR on them, so that would be fantasy, thriller, whatever, and this is romance. So we're just going to work on these 3 here. What I know needs to happen is this is my romance shelf. Not my romance shelf. Ooh. This is my cowboy romance shelf. And as you can see, it is already pretty full, and that is one of my favorite subgenres of romance. So I need to make room for this to continue to grow, as well as my sports romance shelf, because that is also my second favorite sub-genre of romance. So we need to make that work. I also would like to move ACOTAR and these other cozy fantasies that I have down there. I would like to move those up a little bit higher in the ranking. And then I think I'm gonna move Magnolia Parks up or to the very bottom, but I'm also thinking I don't have that many books to fill the bottom row. I can probably use those as more of a storage than of actual books, because you don't see it very often in videos. You usually see from here up. You only see really these 2 shelves. So I want to make these the prettier shelves, if that makes sense. So I think first things first, I think I'm going to move this shelf down and this shelf up. I think that's where we're going to start. Okay, I kind of like this. I like this switch that I made here, and I think over here, I think I might combine, actually I don't know how that's gonna look. I might combine these 2 shelves and move my YA shelf up to the top. Maybe? We'll see how it looks. I don't know, this is so stressful. I hate moving around my books. I love it, but I hate it because it's I kind of like how they're set up and I don't want to ruin it, but I want something different. know what I said about keeping the bottom two empty, or the bottom ones empty. I don't think that's gonna work. Unless I put every book, like, I don't know, I'm getting a little stressed out. Because I, like, don't like this. I think it's more or less, I don't want these books. I don't want these up there. Because I'm not reaching for these. I'm not really, like, I don't really want to display these that much. Because I'm not going to reach for them. They're definitely not my favorites. So I do kind of want to keep them down here. Then what do I do with this area, though? Should I just... Does that look okay? But then this is, like, really empty. I guess that works. And then, what do I want to do over here? This is hard. How I feel about this. I'm so conflicted about this whole thing. Let me do that side and then we'll really get into it. I don't know. Okay, friends, I stopped and stared at the shelves for so long because for some reason something feels off. I can't exactly place my finger on what feels off, but something feels off. But I think I got it to a place where I'm okay with it and I don't hate it, which isn't probably the best outcome, but like, it is what it is. I worked with what I got. So here are the bookshelves. I'll give you guys a little tour, walkthrough of them. I was gonna say not much changed, but kind of a lot changed, but doesn't really look like it at the same time. So, okay, so my flash shelf stayed exactly the same. And then I ended up putting my Powerless and Crave series up here. I don't know why. And I don't know why I keep these together. Technically, there are 2 more books in this series, but I don't have them in this edition. I have them in the original covers in my bedroom downstairs. That is also one of my debates that I keep having. I have so many books in my bedroom and I don't know if I want to bring them up here or if I like them in my bedroom more. But the only way to figure that out would be to remove them from my bedroom and bring them up here. That is not something I'm willing to attempt right now. So I ended up putting my Fourth Wing and my Fourth Wing and my Onyx Storm, my Fourth Wing and my ACOTAR here, just to make it one fantasy shelf. This is YA fantasy, this is adult fantasy, And then I have a couple of just cozy fantasies over here. And then on, oh, actually, maybe I'll take you down. Take it down. All right, now that we're down here. So then I ended up putting my thrillers here. So we have, thriller mysteries. I don't know which one they fall. I guess they fall more into mysteries than thrillers. So I have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, the Natural series, which I still need to complete. So I have room for this shelf to grow. And then I put some miscellaneous, not really miscellaneous, but I didn't know where to put them. So I have Number the Stars, The Giver, Courage to be Disliked, The Nightingale, and The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And then down here I just have a couple classic special editions and a box set of A Wicked. Alright, since I'm already down here, I'm just going to make my way up the shelf. So, down here, I ended up putting some more of my cowboy romances. So, this is the first 2 books of the Lucky River Ranch series. Then I have the Rebel Blue Ranch by Lila Sage down here with her new release. And then a couple other beginnings to some other small town cowboy romances that I plan on reading soon. Okay, and then over here I put the books that I read like in the very, very beginning of my book journey again. So we have a couple of the after books. I don't have the first 2. I lent them out and they're gone. And then I have It Ends With Us, some Colleen Hoover books, Malibu Rising, The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, which actually, we're going to throw The Wall of Winnipeg and Me up here because it is a sports romance. And then these are other sports romances that I didn't necessarily love, but I have them. And then working up, we have another cowboy romance shelf because I needed it, but this is my Elsie Silver shelf. It's dedicated to her. So we have the Chestnut Spring series here. We have the Chestnut Springs. Oh, Rose Hill. We have the Rose Hill series here. And then we have the Gold Rush Ranch series here. So this is my Elsie Silver Shrine. Then over here I made more room for some sports romances. So over here we have Unravel Me, which is I think the 3rd book in the Playing for Keeps series, which absolutely love. I have room to add the other books. I just don't physically own them yet, but that will be happening at some point. Then I have these 2 books by Peyton Corinne. It's another hockey romance series. And then we have The Wall of Winnipeg and Me and Gloves Off, which I want to get the full series of this. So when that happens, it will live here. And then over here we have my Addicted Calloway Sisters series, my Holy Grail series. I love these books so much with Miss Rose Calloway front and center, 'cause queen. This one, I changed it up just because it was just looking too boring and it's looked the same way since I've put my books up. So I just kind of rearranged them a little bit. And that's that. And then over here, I just have more sports romances. So we have the Windy City series, and then we have the Deal. What's the series called? Off Campus. We have the Off Campus series, and then down here is the Briar U series. A lot of Elle Kennedy books. And I have some more over here that I haven't even read yet, so that's going to be interesting. Alright, and then so up here we have, this is my Lauren Asher books, and then we have a couple Lucy Score and some Anna Huang. I like this shelf. I like the way it looks, but it's not going to give me much room to grow. There's still Lauren Asher books that I want to read, especially the rest of the Dirty Air series, so this shelf will have to expand, and I fear my Anna Huang books are going to get pushed down somewhere, but it's okay. And then over here, over here we have like just romance books that have thrown up everywhere. So we have my Abby Jimenez books, we have Sarah Adams, we have our Emily Henry stack, of course. And then we move up to our top shelf, So we have some YA romances. I have my Boys of Tommen series, and then other miscellaneous romance books and Allie Hazelwood. I don't know if I love these up here. At some point, I want to try to move them down. I'm going to have to rearrange this whole thing at some point when I have more books and I can, like, dedicate shelves more properly, or more efficiently. So we'll see. And then I already kind of showed you guys already, but I ended up putting Magnolia Parks and Jessa Hastings and all of that stuff up here. Yeah, that's it. That part of the bookshelf and that part of the bookshelf will always be a little bit chaotic because it is my physical TBR, and things always change within my physical TBR just because of me reading books. Anyway, with all that being said and all that being done, my books are complete? No. My bookshelves are officially complete. And that is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you had a good time hanging out with me, hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.